Hey guys, Travis here. Today we're going to be looking at the Pelago glitch, and just kind of show you like how this works. I made a video already explaining how to do this without commentary, but like now we're just going to do this. So anyways, the Pelago is like a place where you can pretty much level train your Pokemon and all that. Like right here, I'll give you. This is what it looks like when it's fully upgraded. That's where you grow. That's where you get Poke Beans. This is where you grow Poke Berries. This is where you can send your Pokemon on a treasure hunt. This is where you can level grind your Pokemon and EV train them. And this is where you can hatch eggs and max out friendship. Sorry. Okay, so what I want you to do is take a look at this. Okay, so you see all the Poke Beans on the ground. No Pokemon here growing any beans yet. Or berries, sorry. Yeah, no one's on a treasure hunt yet. Nobody's level grinding yet. And nobody's at the spa maxing out friendship. Okay, so I'm just going to show you this really quick. So I'm going to pick up some beans here. And what's really interesting though is what this glitch allows you to do is like this whole thing is a waiting cycle. So like, you know, what you don't see with the Poke Beans is that like, okay, so like for example, like with the Poke Beans, you can pick up as many as you can. You can shake the tree right here, or the beanstalk, and what it will do is it will jump, you know, it will generate more beans. But what's really interesting though is some of these beans, like for example, like they're on a hidden timer, like they won't keep falling. Eventually this tree will have, this beanstalk will literally need some time to regrow stuff. And then you also have like certain Pokemon here with question marks over here. This is like certain Pokemon you can get, like wild Pokemon. And this is actually pretty cool because with this feature you can actually keep like with this glitch, what it allows you to do is you can reset all these beans. You can essentially, okay, I don't know why my touchpad's doing this, but anyways, okay, so, and we're going to grow some beans just out of curiosity. As you can see, like, I've been doing this, like, for a while, so, like, I pretty much cloned, like, all my beans. So, like, we'll just do this. Now, mind you, you don't have to set up, like, every aspect of this for this cheat to work, but what I recommend doing, though, is just, you know, the more you set up, the faster this is going to be, though. Like, what you can achieve. Now, another thing that's really interesting is you don't want to really use these Poke Crates, because what it does is it speeds everything up twice as fast depending on how long it's in effect for. But what's really interesting about this is because this is instantaneous, because what the glitch allows to do is that it skips the registration. So you don't have to wait like 24 hours right here. This is all registered just like that as soon as you clean the game out. So we planted all beans. And I'm going to send my Pokemon on a treasure hunt. Now, what I recommend doing is, I gotta hit the sign, sorry. So, path for interesting item hunting. This will actually enable you to get like golden bottle caps, and that's kind of rare, but like. And this is probably the most time-consuming one because you have to, like, every time you register your Pokemon, you have to put them on there, and then you gotta take them off and then put them back. So what I do is I hit the middle one here. Oh yeah, this Pokemon is very useful for Battle Tree, and that should give you an idea. But I have to reteach its moves again, so. But this is just to kind of give you an example. Alright, so we have Galileo, sorry. And I'm just throwing some random Pokemon in here. So, we have to set it up 3 times. Now again, mind you, the only thing you have to do at a bare minimum is just, you know, come into Pelago and, like, you know, have like one of these 5 islands. Like, there's a time constraint. Like there's a countdown for a specific timer in order to really get the full effect of this glitch. Because really what this glitch enables you to do is just to skip the waiting. And it's so much faster, it's so easy. So we'll just put Vulpix and Lyle there. This Cubone goes here, the Snubble goes there. So anyways, okay, so what we do now is we do that. And then we just enable like them to gain experience. And then, okay, so now we're going to go to this side of the island. There's three island upgrades for each per island. So we'll do that. So anyways, another reason why, you know, and the people say that this is considered, like Game Freak can patch this at some point in the future. Well, technically speaking, the way Pokemon Sun and Moon's programmed, you actually save, like, the updates. I learned this with update 1.1. apparently the way the game works is that, you know, you could actually, the game doesn't necessarily patch the cartridge. So the cartridge itself is still version 1.0, but it's like you save the patch that you download from Nintendo's eShop onto your SD card, and what ends up happening is it doesn't necessarily save to the game. It saves the game separate. So it's funny because like I could remove the patch, for example. So like, I mean, as long as I still have access to this glitch, they can't patch it. So it's actually saved in version 1.1. So like, I'll just kind of show you this. Like, so we'll trigger this where, you know, it talks about like this Scyther wanting to join the, it says come back tomorrow, huh? Okay. So then we got another Kadabra. And these Pokemon can be on like level 50. These are actually sort of high Pokemon, so. Okay, so what you're not going to see is the Pokebean update. Now what you want to do is, as soon as you have it set up the way you want to save your game. Again, bear with me here. I know the touchscreen can be kind of hard in some cases, but I recalibrated my 3DS's touchscreen. So you save your game, and then you go right here where it says Home button. Again, I don't know about the later 3DS models. I got the very first gen that came out. And then what you want to do is you want to go into your time settings. Depending on how you have your home app set up on here, like, you know, just find the configure settings. And it's probably a good idea if you put it right next to the game. That way it's just like right there. But anyways, okay, so after you do that, now you want to go into your other settings, not your touchscreen settings, dang it. Sorry about that. Push the B button to cancel. Alright. Go into date and time, and what you want to do is you want to start with today's date and just type one down on each, and then it'll talk about how it's gonna. Now, the thing that's really interesting about this is you might think that this overrides certain things, like like if you beat the game, like, and you go back in time and just like play this game, it still keeps like everything the same. As far as I'm aware, this glitch really doesn't change anything. They say that it locks you out of certain things, but what's kind of funny is I have yet to see that happen. So. Now we're going to go back to the title, which only takes like 5 seconds, but then this takes like 30 seconds to... It takes like 20 seconds to get back in, but anyways, or something like that. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Pelago, and I'm going to show you something that's really cool here. It's skip the... You'll notice how it says at least at a minimum it takes 24 hours in order for certain things to finish updating. But with this glitch, it essentially skips all that, and you can just keep setting it up. So like every 5 minutes, you can actually have this all done and registered. So okay, so how this glitch works essentially is that it's like every month that goes by, it's supposed to automatically just finish it for you. But I guess Game Freak didn't count on the fact that, you know, if you set your time back, now they have like a lockout for it, which is funny. But like, what also is really funny though is it overrides the whole thing, and it kind of overrides that lockout too. So it's actually supposed to help it out too. So it actually, so what you don't see is like all the beans that are here on the ground have spawned again. And even if I keep picking them up, like after so many hours go by, like whatever the max that this level 3 beanstalk can drop completely, I can keep collecting them. So you might notice how now it says no berries are growing. These Pokemon, and if you had Pokemon effect, this would also be gone too. So it's not really a good idea, because even though you can get infinite beans, you'll just waste them. So it's a good idea to just defeat them to your Pokemon if you like to do that. So the bean harvest is done. You can do this with even the longest beans, and you can literally clone your beans, your items, everything. So that's just to give you an idea. And then they're done with the treasure hunting. Still didn't get that bottle cap I wanted. And then all the Pokemon are done training here. So like essentially what this does is like you have to click on this, and then it'll talk about like remove them, and then you can put them back. But it's still worth it. I think they get like 27,000 experience points every time you do it. So somewhere around there. And then this would be like where the Pokemon, you know, so like for example, like, you know, the play session where it would take them to level grind, literally max out their IVs. No need to buy vitamins anymore. See, look, already done. So again, this is just to kind of speed this whole thing up. Again, comment, rate, subscribe, favorite, share this video. If you have any questions on how this works, again, it's very simple. And what happens is, you know, and then you just repeat the same thing over again.
go back into your time setting, change the date to 1/31/2017, and then, you know, just it'll roll over to February 1st, 2017, and then you just keep doing that over and over and over again. Now, I'm not sure if you do it with other dates, but apparently that date would always work, and there's no limit to how many times you can do this. I mean, as long as you can do the glitch, then you can save so much time. It's sort of cheating, yes, but again, you know, if you've already beaten this game and you've put in so much time and effort into it, you know, you could literally trade level 100s to people and literally get legendaries within a matter of like maybe an hour and a half.